Why is it when you have one goose, it's called a goose, and then you have a gaggle of goose, and they're called geese. But if you have one moose, it's called a moose. And if more moose join it, they're not meese. Just kind of weird with the English language there, and my phonish British accent. Silver 5150 here, coming back at you, going on to Canada in our boxes, monster boxes of capsulized coins. As you can see here, we have Canadian Moose. These are 2012 coins from the Wildlife Series in Canada from the Canadian Mint, the Royal Canadian Mint. There's the Queen. Sorry about that, Queen. Yes. And these are just some very cool coins. I love the antlers on these. Look at that. Love the antlers on these. Got a little fuzz on those. Wonder what that's from. Anyway, so these were coins. I saw them at APMEX, and there weren't many left. I think they probably had these 10 or 11 or 12 left. And I got one for my broker, one for G-Man, and then, a few for myself. I like to volume stack whatever I can. And these were on clearance, man. They were on clearance. I'm like, why are they trying to get rid of these mooses? Meese? Just kidding. Why are they trying to get rid of these moose? And so I helped them. I helped them get rid of them. Now, I love a lot of the Wildlife Series coins from Canada. I mean, honestly, Canada puts out so much stuff, so much variety, that if you were to buy just one of every kind of coin they had, you'd probably end up with something like 400 ounces of gold and 1,000 or 2,000 ounces of silver. I mean, they've got proofs, they've got butterflies, they've got, different maple leaves. It's all over the place. I mean, it's amazing how much stuff Canada puts out. In fact, Canada put out, I think, a forever maple leaf, a kilo proof that was like $1,700, and it's a silver kilo proof that had, some colorization on it, and it's like $1,700. And back when I had a little money, I was like, oh, I gotta have that. But I'm like, dude, you can have 3 kilos for that. Forget that. So I didn't get it. But I got these meese. Oh, God dang it, I can't even say it. These meese, these moose, and I'm very happy with them. They're just so cool. I got some gold moose too, which I didn't put in my gold series because I had the Royal Canadian Mint bars. But these right here, they have more impact, I think. They seem to be more interesting than the gold mooses, because the gold mooses is just like, from the neck up and stuff. These are like the whole moose, and they're out there doing moose things. So anyway, yep, Canada, they really put out the product, and I said before when I had my RCM bars on display, that they, to me, are the money. They're going to be the country that's going to probably be the most active in the use of precious metals as actual currency in a country, and I am looking forward to that. And to that note, I wanted to add that, I mentioned a few videos back about the gray market. And the gray market, basically, to me, is not the black market where you're going to be getting stuff you probably shouldn't be getting for whatever reason. Government says you can't have it, and you're going to be using precious metals to pay because you don't want anybody to be able to track and trace what you're doing. And then, of course, the white market is, if precious metals are allowed to come out of the shadows and be fairly valued and used as, money in a new system that recognizes the face value having a lot more purchasing power than it does right now in terms of denomination. And you can have your purchasing power that way. But the gray market would be something on the order of where, you're getting stuff that you are allowed to have, it's not illegal contraband, anything like that. But you're dealing with people of a like mind and a like desire for this as currency. And so you're just transacting with them directly using this currency for things they have that you can just grab, with no counterparty risk. Meaning, like, you can go to the farmer's market and get some produce if you want to get, or if you have a gas station owner that's, inclined to allow you to fill up, say from one of these coins, this sort of thing, because they're in the market for it and they're going to have this in lieu of, say, the credit or the currency that's out there at the time. That gray market is going to allow you to, function prior to, the government finally coming around and giving you clearance to really have fun with your precious metals. So the gray market is something I look forward to, and actually exists right now. I've bought some stuff with silver. I bought some stuff with gold before, talking to people that are into it like I am, and they had something that I needed. So just keep that in mind when people says, well, gold and silver, you can't eat gold and silver, or you can't spend it, it's not legal currency, it's not legal tender. There are ways. You just got to be creative, and you got to listen, and you got to watch, and you'll find stuff. All right, on to the next coins.